The weird thing is my smartest ideas never come at my desk. They come when I'm doing absolutely nothing useful, standing in the shower, water running, mind empty. And suddenly, there it is. The solution I've been stuck on for days. I used to think this meant I was lazy. Like, if I just focused harder, the ideas would come. They didn't. The more I forced myself to think, the worse my ideas became. Then I found out something interesting. Your brain has two very different modes. One is great for logic, deadlines, and checklists. The other is where creativity actually happens, and the shower flips the switch. When you're showering, your body is busy with something simple and repetitive. You're not making decisions, you're not solving problems, so your brain finally relaxes. It enters something called the default mode network, basically your brain, free thinking mode. This is the mode where your brain connects ideas that shouldn't be connected, pulls memories you forgot you had, and finds patterns you couldn't force on purpose. That's why the idea feels like it came out of nowhere. It just wasn't allowed to surface before. At your desk, your brain is constantly judging. Is this good enough? Will this work? What if it fails? In the shower, there's no judgment, no audience, no expectations, just flow. The primary reasons for these eureka moments include activation of the default mode network, DMN. When you aren't focused on a specific task, your brain switches to its background mode, or the DMN. This network allows the brain to connect distant ideas and memories that linear, focused thinking usually filters out. The incubation period, stepping away from a difficult problem, allows your subconscious to keep working on it in the background. This incubation is more effective during a moderately engaging, mindless task like showering than during total boredom. Dopamine release. The warmth and relaxation of a shower trigger the release of dopamine. This feel-good neurotransmitter improves mood and increases creative drive, making it easier for the brain to form new associations. Sensory restriction and solitude. The shower provides a rare environment free from digital distractions, phones, emails, and social interaction. The white noise of the water and the uniform temperature act as a mild form of sensory deprivation, encouraging the mind to turn inward. Lowered executive control. Relaxation shuts down the part of the brain that handles judgment and self-censorship, the editor mind. Without this internal critic, rough or crazy ideas can surface and be refined into genuine insights. Warm water lowers stress hormones and increases dopamine, the same chemical linked to motivation and insight. So mentally and physically, your brain is finally in a safe place to create. Think about it. Your best ideas probably didn't come when you were trying to be productive either. My best ideas don't come when I sit down to think. They come when I've already given up, not just in the shower, but in the most ordinary moments. Ideas hit me when I'm walking without a destination, washing dishes and staring at nothing, driving a familiar road on autopilot, lying in bed right before sleep, waiting in line with no phone, folding laundry in silence, moments when my hands are busy but my mind is free. At first, I thought this was inefficient, like I was wasting time instead of being productive. But the truth is, this was the productive part. In all these moments, the same thing is happening. Your brain is active but not overloaded. No decisions, no pressure, no constant evaluation. That's when your brain switches into its creative mode, the default mode network. This mode is responsible for daydreaming, sudden insights, creative problem solving. It connects dots quietly in the background while you're doing something simple. That's why ideas feel accidental. They're not, they were just forming off screen. When you sit down and say, okay, now I need a great idea, your brain goes into control mode. It starts filtering, judging, correcting before the idea even exists. Creativity can't survive that environment. Think about your own life. Your best ideas probably didn't show up during a meeting. They showed up during a walk in bed at night while doing something boring. When you stop trying to force clarity, creativity doesn't respond to effort, it responds to space. So if you feel stuck, don't ask your brain to work harder. Give it something simple to do and permission to wander. That's usually when the idea finds you. That's not a coincidence. That's how creativity works. Creativity doesn't show up when you chase it. It shows up when you stop watching the door. So if you feel stuck, don't push harder. Step away. Do something simple. Let your mind wander. Your next good idea is probably waiting for you to stop trying.